All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Take On Sports Podcast. We'll get the boys in here. We're live on Spotify, Apple Music, and Apple Podcast. Seth Barrett, what's up? Oh,
Hello.
sorry, I booted Barrett out. So I'm just now seeing the the NBA All Star list.
Yeah.
A lot of snubs.
Terrible,
Well,
man.
I mean, is it really?
I don't know.
The starters were worse.
Yeah, the starters are definitely worse. But looking at the reserves, it's like I don't really see a lot of those guys that are in there definitely deserve it. But Zion being an all-star, no.
Gone.
Let's see here. Kyrie Irving being a starter in the East over
Whoa.
Deserved.
I mean, I guess it's all right.
Kyrie's been
people
hooping, man.
I mean, has he even played enough games to like qualify for stats yet?
Yeah.
Nah. No way, dude.
He's played 40 games. So yeah, I guess so. He's played majority. I don't know. I'm just so used to Kyrie not playing. So it's
Like I said, the other day when I turned on the TV and Kyrie was on there, he does have some stooge things going on, but he's one hell of a basketball player.
You said stooge things.
yeah, a lot of people say some snubs would include like Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, De'Aaron Fox. And I guess the Lakers wanted Anthony Davis to be in there because they're calling him not being in there a snub.
Classic Lake Show fans.
You can't just make it. I know the fans, like, I know it's mostly like fan voting. I think it's all fan voting, isn't there, or something? But like,
It's 50%.
The players vote too. The fan voting needs to go away.
Yeah, the fan voting's 50%.
Yeah, but so just based on name, like, it has to stop. I mean, like, AD just did. I mean, James Harden didn't get in. You know, Anthony Davis shouldn't get in.
Curry's a starter over SGA, and that's comical.
That's back to your name recognition, unfortunately. What are you gonna do? It's very sad. It's very sad.
I mean, I could see why Curry's in over him. SGA's only averaging 1 point more per game, less assists, less rebounds. I mean,
how many games has Curry played?
36. Shai's played 47. So what? 9 more games automatically qualifies this dude to be a starter?
Well, that was bad math.
11.
But yeah. 11 games. That's a quarter of the season already, man. Terrible.
So Joel Embiid should be out. Damian Lillard out. Kevin Durant out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jimmy Butler wouldn't qualify. He didn't get in anyways.
I was about to ask if he was even in there. He hasn't been he's been okay, but he hasn't been great this season. I just think the guys are out there playing every day instead of resting every other like back-to-back game or resting every 3 or 4 games or stuff like that. I mean, come on.
Like, I agree. SGA should have been a starter, but if I had to drop somebody out of the West, it would definitely be Zion, move Luka down to that position, and then start SGA.
Well, I think Curry should be out. SGA's in, Zion's out, and Sabonis is in.
As a starter?
Yeah.
I'd be on board for that.
I mean, he's been balling. I think he did get hurt, but he came back quick from his injury. So it's like, maybe contradicting myself a little. I don't know how many games he's played. But
See here. Not enough to qualify for stats, like to be on the stat tracker. Oh, here you go. 18 points per game. Like, this is a pretty subpar stat line from a player. I mean, I know his impact alone is like where it's at, but
Yeah, stats.
pretty subpar stats. But like Sabonis's impact is what makes him
Yeah,
good.
the Kings are like top 4 in the West, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's all. That's thanks to De'Aaron Fox too, but he didn't make
Yeah.
it, so that's kind of weird.
And then you got LeBron James about to break the scoring record soon. He'll probably go down as the greatest of all time.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll save that debate for
when he breaks it, huh?
when he breaks it, because I got a ship, and then I don't know how you guys are gauging it, but need to bring some good arguments next week to the table for that one.
He could break it versus our Oklahoma City Thunder.
He could do it in 2 games if he just went 44 a night.
Okay.
He's only got 11 at halftime, so
I was like, it's not impossible for LeBron to put 44 up 2 nights in a row. I mean, he's literally the best scorer in the NBA all time.
that's Kevin
He's
Durant.
also like 30-something. Kevin Durant ain't even playing.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, I don't think is going to crack the top 5 list because of the amount of injuries and shit that he's gone through.
There's no way he will
Like,
not.
to crack that top 5 list, you got to be pretty doggone healthy to play like a minimum 15 seasons.
Not be a
Yeah.
snake.
I mean,
Yeah, but
even his years as a snake, he still averaged like 25, 26.
But if you're talking like pure score from anywhere on the court, it's like KD's up there in the conversation.
Yeah, but that's a different combo. We're talking all-time scorer. I mean, look at the stats. LeBron James is about to be that guy.
LeBron James with Bronny James, Oklahoma City, 2025.
God.
Sheesh. Well, now that I'm starting to watch basketball again because football season's winding down, been tuning into a handful of games, I got to say, LeBron James is not the problem in LA. It's that fucking dog shit roster they have around him. And Anthony can't stay healthy Davis. I've watched that dude literally go drive to the lane, barely get touched, and come up holding his back or his leg. And I'm just like, yeah, I take bigger beatings than that at the rec center.
I mean, they already won the title. They already won a title, even though it was the Mickey Mouse title. Anthony Davis stayed healthy, and
Mickey
they
Mouse.
won. Yeah, they won. So
Well, he only stayed healthy because they had 2 months to prepare for that.
true, but I feel bad. I feel bad for Russell, pretty much, but it is what it is. Yeah, that roster kind of stinks, man.
I don't feel bad for Russ because that's where he wanted to play.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
That's what he gets. I mean, it's like you get a bunch
Well,
of old vets paired up together. It's like, name me a set of old vets that have won an NBA title.
I'm sure there's some out there. Danny Green.
The last team to do it, I'm pretty sure, was that Spurs team in like 2014.
I thought it was Boston. They were kind of old.
Oh, you're saying a team full. I thought you said one person. I was like, oh, there's a
A
handful
team
of them.
full of vets. I mean, you got 36-year-old Tim Duncan, 34-year-old Tony Parker, like 30-year-old Danny
The
Green.
Warriors.
The Warriors
All right.
kind of old.
Warriors just did it.
They're low 30s. I'm talking like old people, like LeBron James old, like Russell Westbrook old.
Nobody plays LeBron James old.
Tim
Yeah,
Duncan
that's
did.
true.
Dirk Nowitzki did.
Okay, let me back my statement up.
The
Nobody,
greats,
no average
the greats,
person, no average person plays that.
The greats play that long. But now we're going to see it. It's going to become the new norm because the way health and medicine are, you're going to see guys like Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant play till they're 38, 40 maybe. Where
Yeah,
what
but
we saw with
Kevin
Vince
Durant-
Carter, it wasn't the case. Like Vince
They're
Carter
still
was
gonna have
good
a
in his
drop
young
off,
days.
though. Like LeBron's like the only one I've seen with no drop off.
KD still puts up like 30 a game.
I think KD
But
and
he's not
Irving
LeBron's
said he doesn't want
age.
to play. He
You're
does not
talking
wanna play
about
that
like
long.
LeBron's age.
Kevin Durant's 34. We normally see guys drop off at the age of like 32.
Not like pure shooters like that though. Pure scores. Like Kobe didn't even drop off that bad.
At 34, he did because he was out of the league by 36.
I mean, by 36, yeah, but I mean,
Probably tore his
By-
Achilles.
at
at
eight-
34.
Kevin Durant
just don't think-
came off of a torn Achilles at
but you
32.
see like the Ray Allens and stuff, the guys that can just sit back and shoot. I think Kevin
Ray
Durant-
Allen definitely had a severe drop off.
right? But I think Kevin Durant. I'm not saying he's going to drop off, but he can just stick back and shoot threes.
That's
when he gets
to me, that's a
older.
drop off. When you become a shell of yourself, the way Vince Carter and Ray Allen did, then it's just like meh.
But yeah,
He-
that's what I'm
you'll
saying.
be a role
LeBron,
guy.
LeBron's like the only one that's going to be able to do that.
I don't know, I think we're going to see guys like Nikola Jokic.
No
He's-
way.
He's going to do it.
No way.
Kevin Durant's going to play till he's like 36, 38. Giannis will probably be the same way, honestly. Luka will definitely be that way.
Dude,
The way
Luka's
he
gonna
plays,
be-
nice, slow, and methodical. Luka
he's
probably
going to
play
be
till he's 40.
beaten. Luka's going to be beaten, dude.
I think
Luka
Luka said
dives
he doesn't
all
want to play
over.
that long either.
Yeah, Luka doesn't even want to. Yeah.
Luka will probably get 2 max contracts and then just go back overseas and be like, fuck it.
I mean, if he don't win a championship soon, I don't know. I'd want to play.
The
Probably
Mavs
one
stink. They're not winning a championship anytime soon.
I mean, if they can find a way to bring in like a solid free agent,
Spencer Dinwiddie type. Woo!
they need another superstar. And I thought Porzingis was going to be it, but
That
he was
dude's-
like, he's like, no, I'm going to suck until I go to the Wizards and I'll be okay.
I'm about to say he was doing pretty good with the Wizards.
Bradley Beal should have went to the Mavs.
They're
No,
big. Well, Luka runs point. I would say they need a small forward, power forward. Like give the Mavs Siakam.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Julius Randle. He wants off the Knicks anyways.
I don't
Dude,
know.
the Knicks.
dude.
stink too
I've
this
watched a
year.
couple Knicks. I've watched a couple of Knicks games, and this dude just flings that fucking ball at the hoop. I mean, he was running to his right, and he's a lefty. He just threw that thing. No rim, hit off the backboard. I was like, holy hell. This is like me as a freshman right here, just lobbing that son of a bitch. I don't know. I like Julius Randle's a hardcore player, but I don't know if I'd want him on my team.
How's Jalen Brunson doing over there?
Jalen Brunson's killing it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Apparently,
He
he's an
was
all-star.
he was worth
Wow.
every bit of money he got, but the Knicks just don't have a bona fide star.
Yeah, RJ Barrett's
Like-
supposed to break out. He doesn't.
RJ Barrett's lucky to average 18 a game. Oh, he's averaging 20, but
I'm about to say he's had a pretty good season, just not that star 24, 25, 26.
yeah, dude, if you're third overall pick in the draft, it's like going to the Knicks.
Ooh.
You need to develop into a superstar by now.
Knicks 7th in the East. They'll probably make the playoffs.
At least the
I don't
play in.
We always see the East, a team surge late in the East. It seems to just happen like every year. There's always a team that surges late in the East.
Might be the Bulls.
You know what blows my mind is that the fucking Pistons are tanking again.
They're not tanking; they suck.
They just stink, dude.
I'm telling you, they
it's
don't
basically
tank. They
tanking.
literally suck.
It's basically tanking.
There's nobody that can go on that roster to turn that franchise around. If you ever go, like I've never been to a Pistons game, But since I've been watching basketball here lately, and I've been following up on Twitter and TikToks and here lately, dude, the energy in that building is fucking dead. Like it's miserable to play in Detroit. Nobody wants to play there. Like when or guys that are coming off contracts have to go to Detroit to play a game before their free agency year, they just listen to the energy of the building. It's like, oh my gosh, the energy around the town. They say it will ruin your career if you go there because it's awful.
That sucks.
And that's why I don't think we'll see Cade Cunningham and whoever they drafted this year. Fuck Jabari, right?
No, Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, Jaden Ivey. None of those guys are going to sign long-term contracts to stay in Detroit.
What if they get Victor Wembanyama?
That dude's going to request a trade him. He's going to pull an Eli Manning. He
Thunder?
Absolutely should. There's no way you can go on your seventh because they made the playoffs in 2016 or something like that. But there's no way you can go on like your sixth or seventh straight year competing for the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
That's good. Not even the Thunder do that. With all they
And then same with Charlotte. No one wants to go play for them. Like they just
got LaMelo Ball.
They were on a playoff. Yeah, LaMelo is going to get out of there. I don't think LaMelo wants to be there.
You're right. He wants to be on the Thunder, right?
And then now that we saw 20 years of greatness with the Spurs, and we're now seeing probably the next 20 of them being awful.
Dude, why doesn't Pop retire, man?
I don't get it. Like if I'm Pop and I win no more than 20 games this year, I was wipe my hands clean. But you guys fucking figure it out.
Because he wants Wembanyama and he wants to just dominate.
He's already Pop is going on 80, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are they do? Like, don't they want to do stuff? Like, I don't know, but I guess I'm not like a 50-year-old tenured coach, but like, I don't know. If that's your life. That's your life. But damn, see the world. I guess I don't know. Maybe Pop's already done all that. Who knows?
I don't know.
Fucking, it's crazy.
Old Popovich, man.
Him and Belichick need to get out of here.
Well, Bill O'Brien, they're on the cusp of probably winning that division.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if they're not winning it, they're going second with the Bills.
Oh my goodness.
They don't have a quarterback.
They got Mac Jones. He was a Pro Bowler last year.
That guy stinks, dude.
You know who hasn't made a Pro Bowl yet? Tua.
That's because he was on the concussion protocol.
I know.
Yeah. Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, Snoop Huntley gets a fucking Pro Bowl nod here. Like, where did this come from?
So did Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, yeah. The AFC quarterbacks are Lawrence Carr and Snoop Huntley.
Dude, Josh Allen was like, fuck your flag football. I'm going to go play in the golf tournament.
Yep. Herbert was like, nah. Joe Burr. I'm surprised, like, because Jamar Chase went. But
well, it's because it's more fun for them. They get to compete in a whole bunch of other stuff. Quarterbacks are going to go out there and be put on like skills challenges where they got to make so many passes into certain areas.
Then they get shit on if they don't hit.
If you do bad, like Lamar Jackson did the year he won MVP, it's just like no one trusts that dude to throw the football anymore.
Yeah. How about the biggest hiring, probably the whole offseason? Miami hiring Vic Fangio, dude. I mean, what a hire, guys.
After like a week?
The Dolphins Twitter, I mean, you would expect that like they won the Super Bowl or something with how big it was. I don't know.
Can't wait till the offseason kicks off and Fins open up the unlimited cap space checkbook. And everybody on Finn's Twitter is just like, we're getting this guy, we're getting this guy, we're getting this guy.
And it's going to happen.
The biggest offseason acquisition so far this season has been Sean Payton to the Broncos.
Mr. Unlimited.
I'll tell you, with this pickup, I'm taking Russell Wilson in every fantasy football draft next year.
I can't wait.
Dude.
I can't wait. Pick them up in Dynasty.
I'm waiting on
Yeah.
Seth to open up the rosters, and then
Come
I am.
on, Seth. What are you doing?
The
Well,
minute rosters are open, Mr. Unlimited
I'm
is
gonna have
going on the
Katie
bench
smoke
behind
him.
Joe Burr. And
Gonna
then
have Katie
when all you guys like you, Barrett, because you got dog shit quarterbacks, come crawling my way looking for a QB.
You gonna take that, Barrett?
I have Justin Herbert. What are you talking about?
Mid.
The Kellen Moore package, dude.
Yeah, dude, you guys are that's gonna be a run heavy offense.
Oh God.
It's gonna be a stooge offense.
Yeah.
But,
Herbert
I mean-
might decline.
But I do got a serious topic for you guys. And it's regarding the Super Bowl. So we got a little we'll go into Super Bowl preview next week, but this is just a topic to get us juiced up for the Super Bowl, you know?
I'm not juiced up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm congested like fuck. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, me too.
Will the Chiefs O-line, new O-line, hold up against the Eagles' number one pass rush?
No.
I mean, let me throw some examples out at you, right? If you go down the Eagles D-line and compare it to that Bucks D-line that we saw in 2020, where Patrick Mahomes couldn't move without being chased out of the pocket, you go Jason Pierre-Paul is comparable to who on that D-line? Let's go Josh Sweat. Now JPP's better, but if you go to comparison, there's Josh Sweat there, right?
Sure.
On that Bucks interior line, you have Adama Sue, Vita Vea. Well, the Eagles got two guys that are better than those two, and Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox.
Whoa.
Okay. That's
And then you go over to the edge rusher, the elite edge rusher. Who had an elite season going into that Super Bowl run against Patrick Mahomes? Shaq Barrett. Who's having an elite season going into the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes? Hassan Reddick. Now this is that those two are equal in my opinion, right? You take those two guys, so already the Eagles win the D line compared to the Bucks because they're only one guy down. And then you go to the linebacker core, right? Tazir White and oh man, I already forgot his name. I knew I should have wrote that one down.
London Fletcher.
No, the
How many sacks did what's his name have?
who?
Hendricks or whatever his name is.
Hassan Reddick?
Hassan Reddick.
He had like 16 this year.
Jesus Christ.
It's not,
Now
it's not even like top 40 ever, so it's like whatever.
It's top this year.
I mean, he's literally he's leading the playoffs in sacks postseason.
And this ain't the first year Hassan Reddick's done something like this either. He also did it 2 years ago with
Cardinals.
Arizona.
Yeah,
He was second in the league, only 2.5 behind Nick Bosa. So Reddick is pretty damn good.
I don't know. Seth's bar of being pretty damn good, I guess, is like crazy high. Because 16 sacks is pretty mid in his book, I guess.
Well,
I mean,
also,
it gets good. I wouldn't call it elite.
That's,
What?
16 sacks is elite. 9 sacks or 10 sacks is
Clean
elite.
sacks is good. Yeah. 15
16
sacks is
16
top of
sacks
the
is
line.
elite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of guys.
You're wilding.
Miles Garrett, Reddick,
Nate-
and Nick Bosa.
Nate, I
mean,
bet
come
you can't
on.
name 5 guys without looking at the computer in the past 10 years who have had 16 plus sacks.
I'm already looking at the computer, so I already pulled it up.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of names that can put up 16 sacks a season now.
No.
So, I mean,
Listen,
Hassan
Mahomes
Reddick's
is-
elite.
Mahomes is going to be hobbling and bobbling.
There's like
The-
there's like 5 in the league that have in the league this year that have done it.
The Eagles D line is going to smoke the
TJ Watt,
cheese.
Aaron Donald, if you count JJ Watt,
You feel-
Nick Bosa, Robert Quinn.
Ex-Dolphin.
Sounds like Hassan's in pretty good company.
Oh, he's way down the list. You know, those are guys with like 19 sacks.
16 sacks is still crazy good.
It's all right.
Hassan Reddick's about to earn himself a bag with those kind of sacks.
You know, I think Hassan
Hey,
Reddick might
if
end
you-
up on the Miami Fighting Fins next year.
Oh my god,
Oh,
dude.
God.
Let them unload the unlimited cap space.
I knew that'd rile him up.
The unlimited cap space. All right, so then we move on to the linebacker core for the Finns or for the Eagles. The linebacker core for
Jerome
the
Baker.
Eagles, right? The Bucks win that category, right? They have Levante David and Devin White. Those two dudes are elite out of their mind. And then you go to the secondary: Sean Murphy Bunting, Jamal Dean, and those cats. I mean, I think the Eagles secondary is better than that secondary. And Darius Slay, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and that really good safety, that free safety that they got. I already forgot his name.
You forgot about James Bradbury.
Is he's healthy, ready to go, right?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh.
All
All right, what's a topic you care about?
Does
we can get
have
some-
fins on the brain, Sophie. He is it's just infecting his mind.
I don't know.
He's gonna be rooting for Tua and Vic Fangio next year. Watch. All of a sudden your house just gonna be aqua and orange.
He'll be doing this all the time.
Yeah. Just be running around doing it for no reason. Because
So what are you
Every-
saying, Vance? Are you saying that the Eagles will beat the Chiefs?
I'm saying that defense is better than the Bucks, and we saw how the Bucks handled the Chiefs.
Different offensive line.
I'll agree.
Listen.
That's what 90 other people said in my TikTok I made earlier today. So, got a
I
lot
haven't
of
seen that yet.
interactions.
I haven't seen that yet. I've been
A lot
scrolling
of
through
lot of
TikTok.
interactions on that TikTok talking about that. Oh, this is a new O line. This is a new O line. And I was just like,
listen,
I get it, guys, and that's exactly what I wanted you to comment. So I appreciate the 40 people that commented on that TikTok talking about the O line.
Chiefs are gonna get dog walked. That's all I gotta say.
The Eagles are gonna get dog walked.
I like that one. All right, we'll move on to Tom Brady, Barrett's favorite all-time quarterback in that division.
You know, there's a little tidbit. Miami, only team that's given Tom Brady double-digit losses. 24-12. 24-12 versus Miami. He's 33-3 versus the fucking Bills in his career. That is just insane, dude. I mean, nobody has a winning record against him except the Kansas City Chiefs, 7-8. So it's listen, as a teenager, as a kid, man, I hated Tom Brady. You know, you can see it in past Facebook posts, although a lot of that was more against the Patriots. But I don't know, man. In the last few years, Tom Brady, even coming to Tampa, he kind of lightened up. You know, he got that stick out of his ass that Bill Belichick had up it. And you saw kind of the real Tom Brady. And he was a cool guy. You have to respect. He is goated. You know, there's a little bit of controversy for every ring you could say, but at the end of the day, they still won. And farewell on future endeavors, I guess. The last Madden player from my childhood. I think I told you guys that. It's bittersweet. So it's just crazy he played that long. And that's good. Like, none of these bullshit rumors through the offseason, like Tom Brady to Miami, Tom Brady to here, to there. Like, it's just one less annoying story. Thank you, Tom, for doing it now, and thank you for your NFL service.
Damn,
Is he the last player? Because, I mean, Robbie Gold's still playing. He's been at Madden games forever.
I mean, as a bro, like I was, 13 when Tom Brady started, like the early, like a teenager playing Madden, like the best Madden times, those early Maddens, like Tom was there, started as like a 50 or something, 60 overall. You didn't even think about it. But I mean, he was there. Robbie Gold. I mean, when did Robbie Gold start playing?
He didn't start in Madden until like 06 or something.
Yeah, Robbie's.
I mean,
big.
which Madden 08 is the best Madden ever, so he was in that one.
Yeah. But yeah. And 2 weeks ago, Robbie Gold won't retire.
Oh, Robbie Gold started in 2005, which is also rated as one of the top Maddens ever.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, those early Maddens, dude, were sweet.
But I think Madden 08 takes the cake. But does Tom Brady retire as the best QB of all time or the winningest QB of all time? And I only bring this up because I was watching First Take the other day, and I don't even know who this dude was that came on TV, but he made
Mad Dog.
No, I won't listen to Mad Dog. I'll turn it off when he starts talking. Some other dude came on TV and started talking, and they brought up like a really good point. They're like, Tom Brady's never been the best quarterback in the league. He's always been the winningest quarterback in the league. Like he's never a losing record until this past year. Obviously the Super Bowls, but Peyton Manning was the best quarterback when Tom Brady was around, right? Peyton Manning is like probably the best quarterback ever, one of, in terms of pure talent. Him, Rodgers, I don't know, Steve Young. Steve Young was crazy good.
Montana
was another one of those winningest quarterbacks ever. He was crazy good. Montana had the hardest 5 Super Bowls anybody's ever had to win in his life.
Dang it.
So they also brought that up. I don't know. I was just curious on what you guys thought. Like, thinking back on Brady's career, was he ever like the best at one point, or was he just like the guy that always was there and winning?
I mean, when he had Randy Moss, he put up some stats. Like he broke all.
That's
when
he started winning MVPs.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, as far as talent wise goes, no, he was never the best. There was a couple of years where his MVP obviously put up fat numbers, but I mean, he's had, if you break down his like 3, I saw a post where like he's had 3 different Hall of Fame careers. If you want to include Super Bowls in those 3 different types of careers. And like, yeah, I mean, I think he's the best. Now you have people like, I love Dan Orlovsky, but oh my God, like his top 5 was absolutely horrible. If you saw that,
His top 5 QBs of all time,
dude. Yeah. Did you see his?
I did not.
It was, let's see here. It was Tom Brady. Okay. You will not believe who was number 2. Okay. It was Tom Brady. He put Mahomes there.
I mean, I can see it.
He put Mahomes number 2 of all time. Okay. Then he put, I think it was Peyton Manning or John Elway, and then Marino was 5. And he didn't even have Joe Montana on there, which is crazy. So I don't know. I just, you can't put Mahomes there yet, man. He's great. Mahomes is the best QB right now. But holy shit.
Like when he says top 5 QBs of all time, is he basing this off talent, winning?
I don't know. I didn't.
Both?
It can't be. If it was talent, then I mean, Tom Brady technically wouldn't be number 1 if you want to do it that way. But those lists are so like skewed anyway. Like, I mean,
So fluffed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, as far as just overall, you have to put Tom Brady 1. And I mean, there's a good argument for Peyton Manning at 2 or at least 3. I mean, Joe Montana was 4-0 in Super Bowls. He was just straight up good. But like, they weren't even comparing Brady to like Joe Montana until he won like his 5th Super Bowl. So it took Brady a lot to pass Montana, fairly or unfairly, however you want to see it. There he
Dan
is.
Orlovsky led off with, "I was too young to really have watched Joe Montana play." In his opening argument on why he didn't make the list.
So, but you have Dan Marino there.
Yeah, he was. Whatever, Orlovsky. This is also coming from the same guy that didn't know he was running out of bounds in a football game. So,
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude! Don't hold that against Orlovsky.
I mean, it's like a lot of people when you first see it, you're just like, oh, that's probably intentional. But it's like the way he reacted, like immediately after the play, you're just like, come on, Dan.
Well, in other
Like,
news,
you had no clue.
Joe Mixon's probably going to jail.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor. He'll be fine.
Yeah, his agent, the charges will be dropped on Friday.
Yeah, no
He's-
biggie.
Did you see what he did though? Allegedly,
No. What do you do?
pointed a gun at a woman and said, "You should be popped in the face. I should shoot you now. The police can get me." Joe Mixon's been issued an arrest warrant on account of aggravated menacing. Sheesh. Mixon's wild, dude. Probably some white chick too, dude.
I mean, what did he do right before the draft? Didn't he beat the shit out of somebody?
Well,
He punched a girl in a bar.
Yeah, because she called them derogatory names, and she was like not leaving him alone. Like he was just trying to leave or kind of minding his own business, and then she pops.
Well, I don't know the story. We'll probably get us canceled, but she was probably asking for it.
Whoa,
I mean,
whoa! You can't say that.
If she was verbally assaulting him, like in his face, not letting him leave.
Yeah, I don't know the story. I'll have to read up
You
more on it.
can, you can watch the video. You can watch the video. There's video.
Is there audio? Because I need to know what she's saying and stuff.
No, but apparently there were other witnesses. But yeah, the video is pretty. I mean, I don't know. It was in Norman. Let's go investigate.
You want to just go walk around that bar and be like, "Hey, 5 years ago, whenever Joe was here, dude."
Yeah.
All right.
Wild.
I mean, this week was kind of a fluffer. Next week we got the Super Bowl. It'll be a packed show. I'm announcing a giveaway on Twitter.
Ooh.
Probably by Monday.
Nick Lamb, where are you watching the game at, dude?
Probably face down drunk when Philly takes an ass beating by the Chiefs, huh?
Imagine a team winning not one but 2 Super Bowls in your lifetime. Wow, must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice, yeah. Yeah.
I can't even get one out of Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do have a game for you guys. It's going to be a
all
good
right.
one. And this is how we'll close out the show. All right. It's going to be like that first week I gave you.
Okay.
I'll give you some accolades, some stats if you need it, so on and so forth. It's going to be NBA, so get your mind wrapped up in basketball.
All right.
And these are 3 doozies. One's going to be easy. The other 2 are going to be kind of
No pictures.
No pictures. No. You don't get pictures. That was too easy.
Oh.
Even though we got roasted for Barrett's game, people on TikTok were hating us, saying that we shouldn't be doing a podcast because we don't know who those. Because I didn't know who those dudes were. Seth got like 4 out of 6. I got like 1 out of 6. They were roasting us, saying you guys shouldn't be a podcast. You don't know who these
my
guys are.
God.
Like, geez,
Haters, dude.
It's a good thing it's a free country and your opinion doesn't fucking matter to us. So, but anyways, here we go.
Yeah. Jeez, what? That's some bullshit.
All right, I'm going to give you – here's the first guy. 8-time All-Star. 2-time All-NBA. 1998-99 All-Rookie team. Oh, mommy's in the background. Nice. This is the giveaway. 98-99 Rookie of the Year. I need at least one guess to push forward.
Say the beginning accolades again.
8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 98-99 All-Rookie, and 98-99 Rookie of the Year.
I know
You
he
say-
did Iverson. Iverson?
No,
You said 2 times All Pro.
I don't know.
2-time All-Pro.
Only 2-time All Pro. See, that's throwing me off.
Go for it, baby.
Dirk.
No. Great guess, though.
Mm-hmm. Do we get the next? Slide or
I'm waiting on Seth to give me a pick here.
I said
Seth-
Iverson.
or he said
Oh, yeah,
Iverson.
yeah, he did say Iverson. All right. Next, I'll give you some stats.
Don't post this. We're gonna get roasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will get roasted. 16 points per game.
Career.
Top 10 all-time 3-point made list.
Ray Allen.
No.
Fuck.
Great guess, though. Another good guess. Solid one. Shot 80% from free throw land.
I know who it is.
Well, who do you got?
What?
Who is it?
Reggie Miller.
No.
Fuck.
Great guess. Reggie Miller played earlier than that.
Yeah, he's not an 898 rookie of the year, Bear. What the hell?
Maybe like 88 Rookie of the Year. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Reggie Miller's old as dog shit, huh?
All right, I'll give you. Barrett is officially out of guesses. Seth, all right, Barrett. I'm gonna tag you in for one more here. I'm gonna read off some teams.
Okay.
Played for Phoenix. Played for Sacramento.
Mm.
Played for Orlando.
Mm.
Played for Atlanta. Played for Memphis. Played for Dallas. There's 2 more teams, but I feel like they're the giveaway. So I'm gonna need a guess to move on.
I think I know. Go ahead, Seth.
You got it, Bear. Floor is yours.
No, go. You haven't even made a guess.
I don't know.
Vince Carter.
It is Vince Carter. There you go.
I don't
That's
know.
it. If I would have said Toronto and the Nets, it would have gave it away for sure.
Yeah. When you
I
said
don't know.
Dallas
I don't
and
know old
Atlanta.
basketball. I don't know.
Come
old
on,
basketball.
Seth.
I don't know
Vince-
years.
Vince Carter just played like 4 years ago.
He was the Tom Brady for basketball games.
My
And I
mind was
I
running.
threw an earlier hint y'all's way by talking about him earlier in the show.
True.
Foreshadowing.
I did. Yeah. All right, next guy. This one's gonna be the hard one, I think, because career accolades are slim.
Okay.
NBA champion. I won't say what year because I think it's a giveaway.
1.
1-time NBA champion.
Okay.
2011, 2012, all rookie first team. He has played for Chicago, Sacramento. Who?
Derrick Rose.
No.
I said it before. I said it before you said Sacramento. So I mean, fuck.
He's played for Boston, Cleveland, and Indianapolis. I'm telling you, this one's a hard one.
Richard Jefferson.
No, Richard Jefferson's older than that.
2011.
All right, you both gave me one guess. I'm gonna read you off his stats. This is where it gets more difficult, I think, for you. 9 points per game.
So he obviously wasn't driving the bus.
He was a key factor to the championship team.
What college? Will that give it away?
Played at Texas Longhorns.
– 2011. Whenever I think 2011, there's only like a few names that pop into my head. So I'm just like, I'm lost.
6'9".
It's hard not seeing it.
Yeah. Played at Texas. Fine, damn.
His jersey numbers include 3, 11, and 13.
You're doing nothing for me here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Should we know? I mean,
No, you probably won't get this one. It's hard.
can we
All right,
get?
here's the final hint.
Can we
This
get
is
a
the one
face?
this is the one that should give it away. Starter on the 2016 NBA champions roster.
Mike Miller.
No.
Damn.
What
Mike
was the
Miller was
NBA?
before
Who
that.
were the? What team was that?
Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers.
What's his name? He's married to Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
Humphreys.
Nope.
No, it's
Tristan Thompson.
Tristan Thompson.
Thompson. There you go.
Yeah.
That
I knew
one's
some freaking that's
It's
a
just-
random ass guy.
Well, Barrett
It's-
gave us a random ass Finns player last week. I was like, let me.
That
It's
was
super-
super fun. That wasn't just that was a bullshit one. That was a part of the actual game there.
It's hard. Like I can't. You have to remember all the information. So I'm like running through my brain on
You
one.
know who I was thinking about until you said college. I was thinking about Mario Chalmers. See, if you would have said Kansas, I would have said Mario. But you said
All right.
Texas, and that completely fucked me.
Last one for you guys, and I'll give you a really good hint on this one that should help narrow it down. 3-time All-Star. That's the good hint. 2-time All-NBA. 2005, 2006 All-Rookie First Team. Played at West Virginia. Oh, excuse me. Scratch that. He's from West Virginia. Where did he play? Illinois College.
Oh, Craig would know this.
Fighting Illinois, dude.
Averaged 16 points per game. Was universally recognized as one of the top 3 point guards in the league from the year 2010 to 2012.
What the?
2009 to 2012.
Can we get a team?
Well,
Well, like what the fuck?
If I told you the team, because I would guess this one right away if you told me the two teams.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you. Okay, here's the teams. I won't tell you what year he was on those teams.
Okay.
He played for Dallas, Cleveland, Utah, and the Brooklyn Nets.
Darren Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They gave the teams away.
I
When you
told
said when you said like 2 years, I was thinking of him, but it wasn't until my mind until you said the teams.
Yeah. That was a good one. Oh, shit. You know what we forgot to do? NFL awards.
You made the graphics and everything, didn't you?
I do. I got graphics right here. I scrolled right by them.
All right, do it.
All right, here we go. We got NFL award number 1 by Taking On Sports Podcast. We have the Stooge of the Year. We each got a pick, and they're all 3 displayed on the graphic. Here we go. Stooge of the Year. Seth went with Nick Sirianni. Seth,
Of
explain
course.
the reasoning.
What a hater!
Explain
what
the
a
reasoning
hater.
of the Stooge of the Year pick for Nick Sirianni.
Listen, we
What
submitted
the-
this stuff yesterday, okay? Today, this giant safety comes out, and he called Sirianni basically a clown. Okay? This dude doesn't act like he's been there before. This dude's over here when he beats a 4-win team, is over here yelling at fans, mocking the camera, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Are you kidding me, Nick Sirianni? I mean, anybody could go out there and win with this fucking roster, okay? Your GM, Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman has done a great job. I'll give the Eagles that. Howie Roseman, hell of a job. But Sirianni, it's like, act like you've been the place before, man. Act like you've been there.
Love it.
He hasn't been there. He embodies.
You're a
the
head
Eagles.
coach of an NFL team.
He
Head coach.
embodies.
We're
the
going to keep these
Eagles
quick, Barrett. We're making them
spirit.
for a TikTok real quick. Hang on. The pick of it's Barrett Stooge of the Year pick, Russell Wilson. Barrett, give us a quick breakdown of this pick.
I mean, come on, too easy, dude. Just all the fucking bullshit he played. I mean, listen, I don't question his work ethic. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but geez, the Subway commercials, the doing high knees on the plane, the you know,
Bronco
after
country.
the let's
Broncos country,
Right.
Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah.
His own office.
You know, it's just everything. The more, you know, bathrooms and touchdowns. I think he beat that though, but just come on, Russell. Just tone it down a little bit in the public eye. I don't know. Like he's Stooge of the Year, man. Come on.
All right, Stooge of the Year for me is Tom Brady. I
What
said
the
when he
hell?
came out of retirement, he should have stayed retired. We saw it this year. His legacy is not tarnished, but we'll always know Tom Brady's last season was his first and only losing season. He could have easily avoided that staying retired.
Or
Okay.
Tom, terrific, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we move on to worst coach of the year. Barrett, break down your pick. This is the offensive coordinator, not even a head
Hey.
coach.
He's a coach, just straight garbage. Look at that picture. Could you pick a better picture? What a Stooge. Like this guy just crawls back to Bill Belichick on his knees. Oh, please give me a job, Bill. And he's like, all we got is offensive coordinator. I can do it, Bill. I can do it. This guy fucking sucks. That's why he was a one and done. And I mean, just an absolute stooge, dude.
Seth, your pick for worst coach of the year. You and Nathaniel Hackett. Let's break it down.
Is there anything I even need to say? If you're a football fan, you know what happened to Nathaniel Hackett. I mean, dude is a straight ass clown. Okay, I don't know what was going on in that organization, but he deserved to get canned. Like nothing else, nothing to even be said. Like you know, I'm the only person that maybe like a bigger stooge of the year for me is maybe the other guy that's pictured here.
All right, I'll break that one down for you. My pick of the year for worst coach is Matt Rule, and I got one explanation for you. He kept a fucking timeout in his pocket when Baker had a chance to win the game week 1 in the NFL season. And I swear to you not, ruined Baker Mayfield's season and ruined Carolina Panthers season this year.
Nice.
Matt Rule, stooge of the year. Also shows why he got fired like week 8 or week 6, actually. Then we move on to Fantasy King of the Year. Seth, ironically, went with Maher. Let's break this one down.
Listen, you know how many times I tuned in?
That's a
to a
bold
fantasy-
move.
You know how many times? Listen, you know how many times I've tuned into a fucking sleeper fantasy fucking matchup, and Brett Maher's dropping 20 plus on somebody. Okay, I know he single-handedly won people leagues because he won me a couple games this year, going for like 18 and 19 fucking points off at the kicker spot. Tell me who else is gonna do that shit.
Okay.
I love it. Love it. All right. My pick for Fantasy King of the Year was Josh Jacobs. This dude alone averaged like 26 points in all PPR leagues per week. He only had 2 down weeks all year, and those just happened to come towards the back end of the season. But Josh Jacobs was absolutely electric in fantasy football this year. Now we squeak on over to Barrett. Barrett, break down the most inconsistent quarterback in the NFL season this year and how he became your fantasy king.
Well, just like what Seth said, it's about the way you see the games, you know, at the end of the day. And I will tell you this, from week 7 on, this gentleman averaged 25 points per game. And in the one league I had him, a solid keeper I've been part of years. I mean, this guy goes 28, 48, 46 off the bench, by the way, for me, or off the waiver wire, picked him up 25, 25, 26. Yes, he sucked in the last couple of games, but I mean, this guy drug my fat ass to the playoffs in that league. Did not make it to the finals, but Justin Fields, I salute you.
I will admit I did pick up Justin Fields in 1 week of a fantasy football league, and he did drop a fat like 30-something points for me. But I immediately dropped him after that because I cannot with a good, healthy conscience have Justin Fields on any roster of mine because
And
he's
if-
ass. He's
and
garbage.
if you roll the tape back to September or August, whenever we had our fantasy sleepers, I called Justin Fields, and he did end up as the 6th-ranked quarterback to ESPN PPR leagues.
Love it.
He
All right,
did.
then
He
we
did.
move
I
on
was
to
there.
the worst fantasy or the fantasy letdown of the year. I'll kick this one off. I went with Hunter Renfrow. Where were you? This dude was the fantasy king last year, and now he was the fantasy letdown this year. Absolutely brick of a season from Hunter Renfrow. Just go ahead and cancel this one off the resume and move on to next year. Seth, break down Allen Robinson for us for your fantasy letdown.
I mean, Allen Robinson goes in after they lose Odell, and after they lose Robert Woods, and you think, oh, Allen Robinson's about to have one hell of a season. Matt Stafford, the offensive line, the Super Bowl reigning Super Bowl champ Rams, and this dude was not even average. I was about to say average, but not even average. Just a big old fantasy letdown. I will not be even thinking about picking up Allen Robinson next year.
Exactly. Barrett, break down your pick. Coming off an injury, Robert Woods was your pick for the fantasy letdown of the year.
Tannehill, not the greatest. You also had, Derrick Henry should have opened up the pass, came out, and if you look down, I mean, you're talking about, targets, he averaged about 5 to 6 targets a game. And his highest scoring game was only 14-9. He just didn't get a lot of yards, didn't go over 100 yards all season. But, he only sat out, it looks like, one game where he had a donut. No, he didn't even sit out that game. He had 2 targets, 0 catches. So I don't know what it was. Yes, I know the quarterbacks, they went through like Malik Willis and they went, Tannehill was up and down, but
Barrett doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, who else do they have? They didn't have any other pass catcher. Like, come on. And I just want to say, Vance, you shouldn't. Vance thought Hunter Renfrow was going to be Cooper Kupp this year. Did not come to fruition.
I took a chance on Hunter Renfrow in like every league.
And as long as you didn't pick them high. So, but I think Robert Woods and Allen Robinson were picked, a couple rounds before.
I took Allen Robinson like not decently early, but early enough because the dude, I mean, if you look back, 1,000 yards per season until that last year of Chicago, which he had Justin Fields for him in the football, so we understand that. But you go back and look, Allen Robinson was elite, but he pulled a Kenny Golladay and just kind of disappeared on us this year. So last award we are giving away for this season is the surprise player of the year. Barrett, we're going to start with you because this is your bad man. Christian Wilkins, you have as your surprise player of the year. Break it down.
I mean, he had almost 100 tackles, which is the most from a defensive tackle. I know they have him at end, but that's bullshit. He should be a DT. He should have made the Pro Bowl. Almost 100 tackles. That's most in the last 5 years by a shit ton. I mean, just it was a contract year for him. He played his ass off. He's a funny guy. He fucks with Josh Allen. Like, that's going to be a good rivalry down the road. And some people say, oh, well, it's his, 4th year or whatever. He's supposed to get better. But I mean, he's been pretty mid, and it's just this year, he's gotten a lot of recognition, well-deserved. I hope they, extend him this year, but I mean, definitely a surprise player. Just happens to be a Finn, Christian Wilkins.
Love it. I'll break down mine real quick. We got Miles Sanders, who was the surprise player of the year for me. After last year having a mediocre year, they wouldn't even hand this dude the football last year. Seth said it all fantasy football season. Like, where the hell was Miles Sanders? Shows up this year, top 5 rusher, double-digit touchdowns, and help leading this Philly team to the number 1 seed in the NFC. Miles Sanders, beautiful year by you, my man. Seth, break down this overpaid jabroni who turned out to not be overpaid jabroni in Christian Kirk. Break it down.
Yeah, Miles Sanders, dude. Anyway, over to Christian Kirk.
Hater, dude, hater.
whenever Christian Kirk first got paid, everybody said, "Oh, that's a huge contract. He stinks. He's not going to live up to that. Whatever, blah blah blah." Jacksonville's offense is terrible. Christian Kirk, I think, solely helped Trevor Lawrence turn around more than any other player in that offense did, and maybe Doug Peterson too. But Christian Kirk was the man. Number 11 in PPR this year. I mean, he had so many amazing games. He even had a really good playoff game. But I mean, just going into it, nobody thought that he would be what he is, and he had a phenomenal season, even with a couple bad games in there. He turned Trevor Lawrence around, and I think he's gonna be the number one again next year. He's gonna do really good.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I love it. The only other player that comes to mind when I think of that offense is Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram in terms of pass catchers on who helped elevate Trevor Lawrence. Evan Ingram, but he didn't come alive till like towards the end of the year. But man, Evan Ingram was electric. That was like back 6 games. Christian Kirk was, you could honestly say, probably Mr. Consistent this year, right? I mean, like two bad games total for him.
Played all 17. Played all 17.
Mr. Consistent. I think Christian Kirk deserved that contract he got. And I think Trevor Lawrence, him and Trevor Lawrence connection, I think is only going to get better.
Yeah.
Barrett, who's that chick behind you? Nick Lamb's asking. Go ahead and duck yourself out of the picture. Nick Lamb, that is mommy.
Yeah.
That's Rhea Ripley, dude. Winner of the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, dude. Seth is kind of being a hater. Big time.
Come from?
Big time hater.
Seth did get nominated for Stooge of the Year by Nick Lamb. So,
hey, your boy Micah Parsons is rooting for the NFC East.
Listen, Cowboys would be in the Super Bowl if they had to play the Giants and the 4th-string quarterback fucking Niners. Oh, wait. And then no quarterback Niners.
Yeah, literally no quarterback. Brock Purdy couldn't throw the rock.
Josh Johnson goes out there, goes to sleep on the turf. He's out of here. They got Chris. They're just running it's fucking Oklahoma, Texas all over again.
That was a rough game to watch after you saw Purdy come back in. Not a single pass attempt by Purdy. They let freaking Debo and Christian McCaffrey throw the ball.
Speaking of Purdy, he might miss a whole year. He's got to get Tommy John surgery, man.
I mean, that sucks for Brock Purdy because when he comes back from that surgery, he'll probably be bidding for a starting job somewhere. But this is a perfect opportunity for the 49ers to really figure out if they want to go Trey Lance or hold on to Jimmy G for one more year.
Jimmy G's not coming back. That's what other coach said.
The word around the internet, and this is just me going down a rabbit hole, is the 49ers going to get desperate when they see Trey Lance come back throwing the rock, and they're going to make a last-minute bid to Jimmy G to keep him.
Again, I mean, maybe, but I mean, it came from Mike Shanahan straight up said, like, nah.
He said that last year, too, that they were moving off.
You're right.
Who's Mike
Shanahan?
See.
Yeah, who's Mike Shanahan?
You know what I mean.
He's distracted. He's distracted by mommy back there.
I do.
Yeah.
All right, boys. That's all I got for you tonight. My voice got raspy as fuck.
Thunder up.
Sound like a smoker. Yeah, go Thunder. LeBron's probably going to break the all-time scoring record against Thunder. Unfortunate, but no, at least the Thunder will always go down in history for something. Again.
Yeah.
Like if you ever look up anytime I go out of town and someone talks about the Oklahoma City Thunder, like, oh, that team that blew that massive lead against the Golden State Warriors, you're just like, yep. Or that team Kevin Durant left to go to the Warriors, you're just like, yep.
Oh, the team that had Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka all in their prime, and James Harden. Ugh. Not really in their primes. They were too young. They were not prime.
Too young.
Serge Ibaka was probably 3 years out of his prime, and James Harden was literally 1 year away.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from averaging 15 points per game off the bench to 25 a game in Houston.
He did. He blew up. That. Oh well.
Anyways, let's not reminisce on the past here. We'll catch you guys next week for the Super Bowl, and we're doing a giveaway, so be prepared for that one.
Bye.
See ya. All right, thank you for tuning in to Take On Sports Podcast. This is I wrote down a new exit line because I want to remember. it. I really like it. So stick with me just for a minute. I want to get this right for you guys. This is a podcast made by lifelong sports fans who love to talk about sports all day, every day. We'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned for next week. We got the Super Bowl show coming, doing a giveaway. Be prepared. See you next week.